there you go. You're looking good. Oh, oops. How embarrassing. Does anyone besides me remember the big Furby craze that swept through the U.S. back in the early 90s? You know, people went crazy for these little plush dolls, and they started collecting them in the hopes that they would one day be valuable. Well, that never happened, and a lot of people got stuck with expensive toys that they just couldn't get rid of. Is it possible that in the world of IT, the current cloud computing craze could be just another Furby fad that's going to fade away? Always a possibility, right? So if a CIO can move beyond the hype, he or she needs to spend some time doing their homework in order to find out what kind of services a cloud could offer to their company. Okay, so a gentleman by the name of Neil Levitt has spent some time studying cloud computing, and basically he's boiled cloud computing down into 4 types of services. The first one of these is called, interestingly enough, basic services. Now, it's not glamorous, but it may be the most popular type of service that a cloud environment can offer to your business. Basically, we're talking here about simple internet-based services such as, for example, database functionality, additional computing capacity, middleware, and additional storage that are used to supplement what your company already has. Now, the next one is IaaS, and this is, of course, a buzzword alert. Now, what IaaS stands for is Infrastructure as a Service. Now, in this case, what you're doing is you're renting a complete computer, so that's CPU, storage, and bandwidth that you access via the internet. You would use this type of infrastructure to run your company's applications on a lock, stock, and barrel basis. The next one, once again, another buzzword, it's called PaaS, and that's Platform as a Service. Now, this is where the cloud provider is going to provide your firm with a development environment that your IT staff can use to create new applications for the rest of the company, for both you and your customers to use. This is a computer plus development tools. The final one of the 4 is something called SaaS, or Software as a Service. This is where you don't care where the software is running because you just want to purchase access to the application. The most famous example of this right now, Salesforce.com's CRM application. So why bother with the cloud? The Forrester Research Company has done some investigating, and they now claim that most companies' data centers are using less than 50% of their total capacity. Despite the hype that is currently surrounding cloud computing, Levitt has uncovered 3 very good reasons for looking into having your firm start to use cloud computing. The first one is availability. Interestingly enough, despite many firms' misgivings about losing control over their IT equipment, there's a lot to be said for having a professional firm that has deep pockets that are needed for redundant systems bring their tested disaster recovery plans to running your IT infrastructure. If you work at a small or even medium-sized firm, this may be especially valuable for you. The second item here is integration of applications. And sorry, we can't do anything about those old applications that you are running. However, the new ones that are developed to run in the cloud will almost automatically be easy to integrate because they'll use the suite of web interface languages and tools, things like SOAP and XML, that are going to make this very easy to do. And the final one is flexibility. Unlike the majority of, say, cell phone vendors in the US, currently most cloud computing service providers don't require users to sign long-term contracts that lock them in. This makes it easy to quickly get more cloud resources when your firm needs them. So it's all too easy for CIOs who are adverse to change to look at the current excitement over cloud computing and decide, man, it's just another fad that's going to fade away in time. The reality is that cloud computing provides several different types of services that are useful to any IT department, and this just can't be ignored. Additionally, successfully adding cloud computing resources to a company's existing IT infrastructure will mean that a CIO will have found a way to apply IT in order to enable the rest of the company to grow quicker, move faster, and do a lot more. Good luck! You might be asking yourself, where do I go from here? The ability to effectively manage an IT department and to do it well is a skill that your company needs you to have.
it sure makes sense to invest the time and energy that it takes to become a great CIO. A simple way to start doing this is to sign up for the free The Accidental Successful CIO newsletter. This monthly publication is sent to your inbox and is overflowing with tips and techniques on how you can spend your time making the right IT decisions and really leading your department's IT professionals. We'll cover how to evaluate new technologies, how to foster relationships with other parts of the business, how to hire the right staff, how to work with the CEO so he understands just how critical IT is to his and the company's success, and we might even cover a few CIO career tips or two. Hey, the newsletter is free, so you can't go wrong there. In the description of this video, you'll find a link that you can click on. Go ahead and click on it, and you'll be taken to a web page that will let you sign up for the newsletter. There's even a free gift in it for you when you do. Thanks for watching this video, sign up for the newsletter, and congratulations on starting your journey to accidentally becoming a successful CIO.